Hello everyone, Felipe here again here with Daniel. Okay, we're going to do the last classes about bottom half guard. And this final classes, I want to talk about a little bit of the difficult situations we're going to deal with when we play half guard. Okay, so alright people, nice to see you again. Moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circling the head. Both sides of the one. And circling the arm. Also both sides. And the other arm, people. And hips. All right, one. Let's drop on the floor. And bridge. Sometimes inside. And hip escape, everyone. 10 times inside. Okay, and turning to the right, stepping with the left, bottom leg extends. Get up, exercise that we've done plenty of times. Do the same to the other side. This time stepping with the right, extending the bottom leg, and elevating the hip into the turn. Also, 10 times inside. Now, turning to the right, this time with the right foot, dragging the hip forward, all the way to the left, and do the same, hip forward, all the way to the right, just dragging the hip all the way to the front, from one side to the other side, 10 times inside. Here people, just like we did with the deep half, no hands or feet, I'm just going to extend my legs, turn my entire body to the opposite side, bring knees and elbows close together. Do the same, I'm on my right side, I'm going to extend my legs and go to my left side and back to the right without using the feet or the hand to move. Alright, sometimes each side as well. We're gonna roll over the shoulder until we land on the knees. Shoulder returns, roll forward and backwards again and forward again. 5 times inside of the one, back and forth. You can land on your hips also and roll forward just like we do every time. And now we're gonna go back to the partner drills. Let's go, people. Okay, everyone, for those last classes, I just want to recap a little bit of the drills that we've done before. Alright, I'm just going to explain real quick. If you need more details, just check the first week that we worked with the half guard. Alright, it's just an exercise to get the underhook when my opponent has the underhook here on top. I want to have the underhook on the bottom so I can attack. I'm obviously, since it's half guard, controlling her leg. Since I'm controlling here her right leg, I want to get my arm under her right armpit. Remember, always working on the same side. So from here, I'm gonna bridge here, making sure that I never lose control of her leg. So I want to go on my right shoulder, bridging with the left foot. From here, I'm gonna control her bicep, bring my elbow in towards the hip. I'm gonna open up my elbow, getting the underhook, okay? Thumb down, elbow pointing up. For the sake of the exercise, I'm gonna let Dania push my face. She's gonna get the underhook again, and we're doing the same thing. All right, from here, I'm gonna push, keeping her leg trapped at all time. As I brought her hand on the floor, I'm gonna block her bicep, elbow in, and I'm gonna have the control here with the underhook. For the sake of the exercise, I'm gonna let Dania get the underhook, and we're just gonna keep switching those positions with each other, okay? Like I said, we've done this before. If you need more details, go back to the first week. We've done this every day. Just check it out. We're going to do 1.5 minutes on one side, 1.5 minutes on the other side. Remember, people, half guard, we work on one side. If you have the left leg controlled, underhook on the left armpit of your opponent, okay? Always, and same thing on the right side. Okay, let's move to the next one, people. All right, people, now, also an exercise that we've done before. I already have the underhook in place. I'm in a good position, sideways. Now I'm controlling Dania's right leg. The hand that I have on the floor, I'm gonna reach for her foot. And here, just like the exercise that we did before, since I'm turning to the right, I'm gonna step with the left foot, extend my leg, and I'm gonna bring myself up, taking my opponent down. For the sake of the exercise, I'm gonna let Dania get the half guard. She's gonna get the underhook, and she's doing the same to me. She's gonna reach for my foot. She's going to step, extend the bottom leg so she can come up. As she comes up, she pushes me down. And again, now she's on top, I'm on the bottom. For the sake of the exercise, we're gonna be back here with the half guard, and we're just gonna be switching sweeps. Step, I bring myself up, come up, she gets the half guard, and she sweeps me back. Also an exercise that we've done before, people. Again, I showed this position. It's one of the first sweeps that we work with when we started with the half guard. Just want you guys to keep in mind, so just repeating a little bit. As before, people, if you guys require a little bit more details, if you forgot about this one, check out the first week that we work with this. We talked about this many times, with all the details you require, so you guys can refresh it, okay? We're going to do 2 minutes on one side, switching sweeps, exchanging sweeps several times, and then 2 minutes on the other side, so you can even that up, right? Let's check today's position, people. Okay, everyone, so like I said in the beginning of the class, we're gonna start working with some situations that people experience when they play half guard, which is usually the person on top. They're gonna use the top position to get chokes, and what happens, a lot of people get scared of those chokes, which is how can I say, understandable situation. They get scared, they give up the position, and then they end up in a worse one. Okay, so I'm just gonna show how to deal with this. It's quite simple, right? One thing that I like to say is, from someone who plays with half guard, if you play half guard, it is important that you don't really care about your face that much. Okay, people, especially when we're talking gi, right? You guys are gonna have your faces a little bit bruised a few times, depending on how you're training. A lot of the times I got home after training and Dania asked me what happened, and usually my response is, I did well, it is part of the game. Playing half guard has its perks. Okay, so I'm gonna talk real quick about 2 scenarios. So, first scenario that we're gonna experience here is, especially when we have this position here with the half guard, in which I have the underhook, I'm gonna play here. We're gonna see people trying to get a guillotine. Okay, so this happens a lot. So first of all, everyone, come back a little bit, Dania. If you keep your heads close to your shoulder, your opponent doesn't have the access to the guillotine, okay? That's very important, right? The guillotine is gonna happen if your head is crossed on the other side of your opponent's hip, okay? Which is not really advisable. If you guys are playing half guard, let's focus on one side. But let's say it happens sometimes that I have the underhook, my underhook is one side, the head is popping on the other, and then I get a guillotine. So people, what is important for us to understand? Even though Dania is annoying me with this choke, she doesn't have a very good angle to get this position, okay? And if Dania is going for this choke right now, she's sacrificing a lot of her balance, okay? She has no hands anymore to use. She's putting all of her weight on my head. So here, guys, I know it looks scary, but it's not gonna be so dangerous. So I'm gonna say, people, just cope with the pressure and just do the sweep that we've been doing a lot of the times, controlling the foot, bring yourselves up, and from here, you're gonna be in a comfortable position, all right? I'm not gonna say comfortable because Dania is still controlling my head, but she's not gonna have a good angle to choke. So if my head is on her left side, I'm just gonna move towards the right side until I can free my head, and I'm gonna be on the side control. So even though this guillotine might scare you guys when you're playing half guard, it's not really that dangerous. It's very difficult to get, okay? Because we have to understand that for the guillotine to work, we need to be parallel, okay? And the situation that we have right here is I'm here on Dania's right side, and she's trapping my head on her left side. So this is not a very dangerous situation for me. It is annoying, it might be uncomfortable, but I can survive this. So I'm gonna say, people, if you see this happening to you, stay calm, all right? Just try to stay as tight as possible in here. Keep going, okay? She's not gonna have a good angle to choke. So control the foot, use the sweep. Once you're on top, start moving to the opposite side, and you guys are gonna be able to free yourselves from the choke. So even though it looks a little bit dangerous, it's not that complicated, okay? Important to understand is, instead of being scared, stay calm and just think about what your opponent is giving you, which is a lot of weight on top of you. That means no balance, so you guys can bring yourselves up and get an easy sweep, okay? Stay calm and everything is gonna be all right, okay? I want you guys to practice this. You guys can switch between you, right, as much as you want. And what is important for you guys is the person on top, try to get a good guillotine, okay? Try to really threaten, and the person on the bottom, try to get the feeling of the choke. If you guys have to tap, it's okay, but try not to be desperate, try to think through it, and you guys are gonna see that it is actually a great opportunity for you guys to get a sweep, all right? So you guys can always switch between you, and we're gonna move to the next one. Okay, everyone, now I'm gonna work with another one, and this one is a little bit more delicate, okay? With this one we have to respect a little bit more. So, situation that happens a lot is here. I have my position. Let's say that my underhook is not working so well. I'm not doing the best underhook that I can, and Dania was able to push her arm through, and she got me in an arm triangle. Okay, so first of all, everyone, the arm triangle is a situation that could lead to an actual submission in this case. Okay, so Dania has a good angle to get this position. What we cannot let it happen is this underhook to break. Okay, as long as I have my underhook in place, I'm gonna be fine. Right? So what is the idea? First of all, just like I was explaining with the head on the guillotine, if I have my underhook with my elbow pointing up and my thumb pointing down, then it's not gonna be able to push her arm through. I'm gonna be fine, okay? But let's say that during your position, I messed up a little bit with the underhook, and then I managed to get the arm in. So from here, everyone, what I like to do is I like to grab my own bicep, keeping my elbow up. Okay, so Dania made sure that she could take my underhook off, but I cannot let her go through and get this hand all the way behind my head. If this happens, she's gonna be able to choke. So as soon as I feel my hand, my elbow in front of her chest, I'm gonna grab my own bicep and I'm gonna keep my elbow up. As long as I have this situation, try to go through Dania, I'm stopping Dania here, okay? I'm gonna have this position. From here, guys, I can always fight to get the underhook back, so I can open my elbow, get my position back, and work for the sweep. Or, what happens a lot of the times is, I'm gonna be here, and Dania's gonna keep her elbow closed. Okay, if she gets the elbow closed, no way for me to get the underhook. But you guys can see that her weight is all over my elbow. So from here, I'm just gonna pinch my knees together, and I'm just gonna push my knees to the other side. My knees already falling, and I'm gonna be on top. Okay? So real quick. Again, everyone, if I'm here and her arm goes through when my elbow is in front of the hip. Don't let Dana, in this case, or anyone else, don't let your opponent go through with this hand, okay? This is an actual threat. So from here, hand on my bicep, elbow up, and I'm gonna be blocking Dana from going through. From here, everyone, if she's insisting, I'm just gonna trap her arm here with my elbow over her elbow, and I'm gonna turn my entire body, boom, to the other side, getting the sweep in a position that we also worked with before, okay, very simple one, okay, but as long as I have my opponent's entire weight on top of me, as I turn to the other side, I'm gonna be able to get the sweep, okay? Or, like I said before, one, you're here, her arm went through, hand on the bicep, elbow pointing up. If you guys are able to open your elbow again and get the underhook back, that's also totally fine. You're gonna be in an effective position again. And from here, you just do the sweep that we've been doing this entire class. It's gonna work the same way, okay? So you guys are gonna have those two options. What is important is that you stop your opponent's arm from going through as soon as possible, all right? Even if you guys, for example, see yourselves in a situation that I went with the arm through and I blocked. Even if I cannot sweep Dana from here for some reason, she's stabilizing herself really well. A lot of the times, as long as I keep myself in this position, my opponent's gonna give up this attack because nothing's gonna work from here. Okay, and from here I can restart and even like try to switch back to the half or whatever. It's gonna be, how can I say, a safe scenario for you guys to go back to work. Okay? Well, let's work a little bit with the training, people. Okay, everyone. So, as usual, we're gonna keep working with the half guard. Okay, I'm gonna be on top, Daniel's gonna be on the bottom. I'm gonna suggest you guys to start like this. And from here, guys, you're gonna decide on how you're gonna play the half guard. Alright? And I want you guys from top. Next week, we're gonna start working with the top positions from a half guard. But either way, I want to see you guys giving a little bit of work to your opponent as well, trying to get underhooks, trying to pass, trying to get some attacks here, so your opponent can react to this, okay? So basically, I'm trying to pass or get a submission, not getting swept, of course, in the course of the actions, and Dania on the other side. She wants to work from half guard in a safe way, try to get a sweep, and not letting me pass, okay? If you guys reach your goals, whether you're on top and trying to get a pass, or on the bottom trying to get a sweep, back from the beginning, working from this neutral position, we're gonna be here, we're gonna be fighting, then it shows the knee shield, she got the underhook, and we're just gonna be playing like this, okay? Doesn't matter how, just make sure that you guys put in action the positions that we've seen so far. Right, 3 minutes on the bottom, then 3 minutes on top. Then you guys roll as much as you want. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Have fun, be careful. Bye, people.